Well, I'm out today on the blue bike. The red one is broken again. But I'll get back to that in a minute. So it's been a bit windy, very windy today. And that's been a bit of a theme really over the last, several months. As I predicted in the previous video, the heat wave passed us by. We have had some nice days though, nice and sunny, but only about 20 degrees, which for a lot of people is preferable. I'm from Africa, so I don't mind the heat, but what I do find very difficult is when you have hot days in Britain, the humidity is so high, and that's what really drains you. Anyway, they don't call me grumpy for nothing, and I have been a bit grumpy this week. And as I said, I'm from Africa, so I am used to a different level of customer service. It's never been particularly good in Britain. But many years ago in South Africa, when I had delusions of grandeur, I bought a BMW. It was 2 years old, so just out of the manufacturer warranty. But it was an approved used BMW. Anyway, this car had lots of little niggles, you sometimes get a car like that. So I went back to the dealership for something, and the used car manager asked me how I was getting on with the car. And I said, well, I'm a bit disappointed really, because it's got a few niggles, and if I wanted a car with niggles, I could have just saved the money and got an Astra. So he said he'd get back to me. Somebody normally says they'll get back to you, they don't. But 2 days later, he sent me an email and said, bring the car in on Monday and we'll have a little look at it and then let you know what can be done. He said, we'll keep it for a week. So I phoned a colleague and asked him to pick me up and asked him if he could give me a lift to work for the week. When I got there, he said, right, we need to find you a car. I said, oh, yeah. He said, I can't have no car for the week. We'll lend you one of ours. And then I waited till the end of the week expecting this huge quote. It was going to cost me a fortune to put everything right. Because, as I said, in those days, warranty was a lot less generous. Anyway, come Friday, I got a phone call to say, come and pick up your car. So I went over there, and I was met by the dealership manager. And he said, right, he said, we've repaired everything and the car should be fine now. And then my heart sank. I thought, oh no, how much is this going to cost? And so I said to him, how much do I owe you? And he said, nothing. I said, oh. He said, the fact that it's out of warranty is neither here nor there. He said, you bought a BMW and you expect BMW quality. He said, we'll take it up to the manufacturer. You don't need to get involved in that. I mean, obviously I know I complain about customer service in Britain, but also worldwide. I mean, things are getting worse because there's been this constant push for companies to get rid of all their employees because they don't want to pay anybody wages, and on top of that they want you to do the work that people used to do for you. You don't have insurance brokers anymore. You've got to figure out the best policy and what terms and conditions you need and all this sort of thing. No insurance broker to do that for you. Because they said, oh, taking the insurance broker away will save you money. Well, guess what? Insurance is more than it's ever been before. It doesn't save you any money at all. It's just boosted their profits. Or should I say their greed. So now, what's that got to do with cycling and my red bike? Well, the thing is, I've had problems with one of the tyres on the rear of the bike, and I don't really want to throw away a good tyre because they're expensive and I'm a tight bastard. So I had a look at this tyre and I thought, well, I wonder if I can just put some more sealant in it and see if I can keep it going. Which is what I did. Where I spilled some sealant, I cleaned it off and I found a little crack in the rim around one of the spoke nipples. And these are my Hunt Super Dura wheels. And these I bought because I'm a fat bastard and they said you need strong wheels. And if you read various cycling forums, it's not uncommon for Hunt wheels to crack in that way. So I think, well, I'll send them an email. We're under warranty, we'll get it sorted out. So I think, well, I'll phone them. Guess what? There's no phone number, as they certainly don't want to talk to their customers. You click on the phone and it says, give us your number, we'll call you back. And you say, okay, I'll do that then. And they say, next available call back is in 3 weeks' time. Oh, okay, well, let's try the online chat then. So you get the robot, is it this, is it that, no. Is it this, is it that, yes. One thing and another. Find your original order number. You've got to do all of that, and then it takes you to a form. You fill in the form, and then it says an agent will get back to you. Please hold. Well, I held for 2 hours, and no agent got back to me. So the next day, I went onto the online form again, and one of the options was get an update on a lodged ticket. Oh, okay, let's try that then. So I'll try that, and I'll get a little thing come back that says your call has been logged, or your ticket has been logged. An agent will email you within 48 hours. And that was 72 hours ago. So, I don't know what's going to happen, if they'll even get back to me. But one thing I have heard from reading the forums is that Hunt usually try and dispute any warranty by claiming you're too heavy and it's your fault and you'll have to pay for the repair yourself. So I don't know that that's going to happen to me because obviously, as I say, they haven't got back to me yet. But either way, I'm going to suggest that my relationship with Hunt Wheels is coming to an end. Anyway, this is a short video today because while I've been talking to you, my gear cable's just broken. Funny how that happens. You kind of have a lot of things all happen a short space of time, and then you go for ages with no incidents. But anyway, that's what's happened today.